You have been awake a long time, and the thing that kept you awake is still there. You have checked it more than once. You have shifted your weight and held very still and listened inward as though listening harder would produce an answer. You have picked up the phone and looked something up and put it down again in a worse state than you picked it up. Then you looked up something else. You have lain very still and waited for it to declare itself. And when it did not declare itself, you pressed again to see if it was still there. And it was, or it was different, or you could not tell. And that not knowing is the hour you are in. Time has passed in a way that feels urgent and completely useless. Underneath it runs a sense that lying down is negligence, that if this matters, then resting is the wrong thing to be doing. That feeling is a large part of why you are still awake. It is private. It sounds small, said out loud. Most people in this state have not said it to anyone, partly because they expect to be told they are being silly, and partly because they half expect that themselves. So at 1 a.m, you are alone with it. In a way, you are not alone with most things. I do not know what you are feeling. I cannot see it. I cannot name it, and I will not pretend that I do. But I know this hour. I know what 1 a.m. looks like when you are alone with something that has not been explained. You are not silly. You are not making this up. You are simply awake in the dark with a body that has asked for your attention and not released you. That is enough. That is enough to be tired from. You do not need to solve anything to rest. You do not need to understand anything to let go. So, you can let the bed take your weight now, not because everything is solved, not because anything has been decided, but because the bed is here. It is holding you, whether you watch or not. The mattress beneath you is solid. It does not move. You do not need to hold yourself up. The bed does that. You can let yourself be heavy, heavy and warm. The covers over you are holding the warmth close. You do not need to monitor anything to be safe. The bed holds you. The room holds the bed. The house holds the room. You are held by these things and by the sound of this voice, which is here only to keep you company while you rest. There is nothing you can find out tonight. No answer arrives at this hour. The thing you need is information, and information sleeps now. Everyone who could tell you anything is asleep. Every test that could be run waits for morning. Every route to an answer is shut until daylight. That is not a failure on your part. It is not a reason for alarm. It is simply the hour. And this hour is not a neutral place to think from. Everything is larger here. Everything carries more weight at 2 in the morning than it will carry at 9. That is not a fact about your question. It is a fact about the dark, and about being tired, and about being the only one awake. The same thought in a kitchen in the morning with the kettle on is a smaller thought, not because it changed, because you did. So there is no sense in deciding anything about it from here. The question you have is not due tonight. It is not late. You are not behind. The question simply belongs to tomorrow, when there are people awake, and lights on, and places to go, and phones that will be answered. It belongs to the morning, when the light comes through the window, and the world starts up again, when there are receptionists, and waiting rooms, and the ordinary machinery of finding things out. That machinery is closed now. The doors are locked. The lights are off. And that is not your fault. It is just the time of night. Tonight, there is only this room, and the dark, and the weight of you sinking into the mattress. You have been searching. You have been pressing, and testing, and listening. And every time you sent your attention inward, it found something to report. Attention is very good at that. It finds whatever it is sent to look for. But searching now is not producing answers. It is only producing more to feel and more to wonder about. I think you have been looking for something that would settle it. And I think, once or twice tonight, you found something. Something that sounded reassuring. And it held for about a minute. And then it wore off. And you needed another one. That is not a flaw in you. That is just what reassurance does at this hour. It is why I am not going to hand you another one. I would rather give you something that does not wear off, so you can put the question down, not because it does not matter, but because it cannot be answered now. And turning it over costs you the one thing that would help you face it tomorrow. Sleep. Rest. The deep rest that comes from letting go, even of important things, especially of important things. The air in the room is still, cool where it touches you, warm under the covers. That difference is something you can feel without looking for it. The pillow has been holding you all this time. You did not have to ask. The mattress knows your shape now. It has been learning it hour after hour. You are not lying on top of something. You are lying in something that has made room for you. The dark of the room is not empty. It is full of the quiet of the house. The walls have stopped their daytime shifting. The pipes have finished their ticking. Even the air has settled to the bottom of the room, and you are held in all of it. The voice you hear can be a weight too, something to rest on. You do not need to think about the words. You can let them come and let them go, like warmth, like heaviness, like the dark itself. This is not something you are doing. This is something that is happening while you lie here. The bed holds you. The dark holds the bed. The night holds the dark. And you are held. That is all. I am going to lift you just a little from where you are. Not far, just enough to notice how much deeper you can go. Up, up, almost to the surface. And now, down, deeper. That is right. You felt that. The difference between holding and being held, between watching and resting. You can let yourself go there again. The night is long, longer than an hour, shorter than it feels. Time moves differently when you are not tracking it, when you are not waiting for something to change. The waiting is what makes it slow. You can stop waiting now. Nothing is coming that needs you awake. Nothing is leaving that needs you watching. The night will pass, whether you feel it or not, and morning will come, whether you are ready or not. Your readiness is not required. That is a strange thing to hear, but it is true. The sun does not check if you have slept. The doctors do not ask how many hours you watched. Your body does not need your supervision to be your body. It has been your body all night, every night, even the nights you do not remember, especially those. So you can let your attention rest on this voice, not because the voice knows anything, but because it is here, and it will stay until you do not need it. You do not need to follow it carefully. you can let it lead you the way the bed leads you into itself, without effort, without decision, just following, heavy and warm and held in the dark with the quiet and the voice, which is going to count for you now. Not a test, just a way to go deeper. You do not need to do anything except let the numbers carry you. That is all. I'm going to count down from 10. When I reach 1, you will be deeper, deeper than you are now. 10, 9. The room is quiet. The walls are quiet. The house is quiet. The dark is settled like dust. 9, 8. You are sinking downward into the mattress, into the warmth, into the dark. 8, 7. You can let yourself be heavy, so heavy that the bed seems to rise up to hold you, so heavy that you cannot move and do not need to. 7, 6. The bed knows you now. It has held you for hours. It will hold you for hours more. It asks nothing. It has never once needed you to be awake, to hold you. 6, 5. Everything in this room is slower than it was. The dark is thicker. The quiet has settled into the corners, and the whole house has gone down ahead of you. 5. You are safe here, not because I say so, but because the night has never been what kept you safe. 5, 4. The pillow has taken the whole weight of you and given it back. A perfect balance that needs nothing from you. 4, 3. So heavy now that the covers seem heavier too, and the whole bed has slowed to a stop around you. 3, 2. The mattress has taken all of it. No boundary where you end and the bed begins. 2, 1. The dark settling over all of it, quietly, without you. 1. You are so heavy, so warm, so safe in the dark, with the covers and the mattress and the quiet house. Sleep now. Sleep. Drift deep. Sleep deep. Deep sleep. 1. Now. Nothing is being missed while you sleep. Your body has never needed you to be awake, to do its work. It has done that work on every single night of your life, whether you were watching or not. It has never once checked whether you were awake. It has never once waited for your permission. It does not need you to agree to it. It does not need you to keep track. It has been getting on with it quietly underneath everything else you have ever done. Through every day you did not think about it once, and through every night you slept straight through. You have slept thousands of nights straight through without checking once. Think of one night when you were small and you slept straight through without waking once. Your body was doing everything then. It was working. It was maintaining. It was keeping the whole thing going, all without you checking, all without you asking. And you are safe. You are safe now in exactly the same way. Attention is not a monitor. Watching is not protecting. You are allowed to stop being the one who keeps an eye on you just for tonight. You are not on watch. Nobody has put you there, and nothing is asked of you until morning. Being awake has never been the mechanism that kept you safe. Being asleep is the oldest thing you know. It is the safest thing you know. And it is the one thing that will make tomorrow easier to think in. You can let go now. You can drift. The voice will stay with you until you are gone into sleep. But you do not need to hold on to it. You can let the words fade into the warmth, into the weight, into the dark. The words are just sound now. Warm sound, low sound. You do not need to understand them. Just let them be there. You are so heavy, so warm, so safe in the dark, with the covers and the mattress and the quiet house. There is a part of you that knows exactly how to do this. It has been waiting for you to stop trying. That part can take over now. You do not need to hand it anything. It already has everything. There is nothing here that is yours to manage. It goes on the way it has always gone on while you sleep. Sleep now. Sleep. The dark is not outside you. It is where you are. Drift. Nothing to remember. Nothing to hold. Deep. So deep. The voice is tired too. It wants to rest with you. Sleep. Just sleep.